Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome?
Holy moly!
Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, first of all, I'd like to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas week. And today is our annual highlight show at Fleet Farm. And Brian, before we get into the winners and the grand prize winners, we got to talk about the brand new Fleet Farm store in West Bend. These buildings are gorgeous, aren't they?
They sure are, John. And the West Bend community has been waiting a long time for this store. So we're very happy to be able to open this new one up and allow them to buy everything that they need.
Well, Fleet Farm is always fun to go to. We have everything for the family, folks. We have automotive, we have toys, we have tools, we have clothing. But most of all, what I love is we have the best sporting goods department in the Midwest.
Yeah, we sure do, John. And we have an expanded gun area here. We have a lot more fishing lures, rods, reels, combos than what we had in the past. So again, I think they're really going to enjoy the trip, and we're going to be able to fulfill the things that they're looking for.
Now back to the contest, we're going to start out with northern pike. Now these are the top 5 northern pike that were entered into the Fleet Farm contest this year. You're going to pick the winner, but before we do that, let's go to Blake. Hey Blake, what was the biggest pike caught on our show this year?
Yeah, Dad, I caught my biggest pike on Lake of the Woods with Pete Mena this fall. Oh,
Fish! Yeah. Fish! Fish! Look at. Oh, keep away from that bow mount. Keep away from that bow mount.
Okay,
Blake.
It's up. Pete,
Oh, look at that. A big northern pike. That is a big pike, Blake. Holy cow, look at that. Oh, Blake, there you go. Look at that pike. That is gorgeous.
Wow.
You know? Nice.
And our buddy Pete caught a huge one through the ice in Vermilion Bay, Ontario.
You really do enjoy this, don't you?
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Okay, buddy.
Close.
Okay. Whoa, there's another beauty. Yeah. Look at that. Aren't the colors on that fish pretty?
Yeah.
Kind of a bluish tint to
Yeah,
it, you know?
A lot of fun fishing for pike this year. But Brian, before I forget, I got to mention that Fleet Farm is the headquarters for buying snacks for my fishing team before we get out on the ice or on the water. We got a great selection of all different types of nuts, candy, chips, etc. And what else?
Red licorice.
Red licorice. Now, but large volume, low price. Okay, here's the top 5 northern pike that were entered into the Fleet Farm contest this year. And the winner of the grand prize in the northern pike category is Mark Klimstra of Elk River, Minnesota. Look at the size of that pike there, Brian. 44.5 inches, 23-inch girth, caught on Minnewaska on a gold blade. Okay, Mark, for that big northern pike, wins, oh, this is a great prize. This is a Humminbird Helix 7 all-season locator. Now, this comes as a kit that you can use both on the ice and then switch and put it on your boat for the summer. That's a great prize, a Helix 7 all-season locator kit for ice and open water.
Big news! Introducing Jiffy's new E6 Lightning with clean power. Easy starting with a squeeze of the throttle. Powered by a 6 amp-hour lithium battery, along with a high-torque motor that delivers superior drilling performance. Reverse drilling makes skimming holes a thing of the past. Jiffy's River Blade has longer life. Night lights offers safe drilling even in the dark. The new Jiffy E6 Lightning has everything covered.
Woohoo! Yeah, what's my favorite series of hubs? The Clam C series shelters work best for us.
Hey, what's our favorite ice sub shelter? The X series from Clam Outdoor.
Choose the hub shelter that's right for you at Clam Outdoors. Pursue the ice.
Now, folks, we're going to move on to the Great Lakes category, and we're really blessed in this area. We've got Lake Superior, we've got Lake Michigan. It's not too far to go to Lake Erie. And what Fleet Farm really takes pride in, you have all the tackle necessary for Great Lakes fishing, don't you?
Yeah, we sure do. We've got the downriggers, the flashers, dodgers, J-plugs, everything you need. We also have the copper, lead core line, a lot of the unique stuff that those guys are looking for. And the good news is they raise the level of fish that they're planting back into the lake, so we should have some more opportunity to catch fish this next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, that's exciting. They're going to increase the Chinook, they're going to increase the brown trout, and they're going to reintroduce what?
Brook trout.
Brook trout, that'll be cool. So Great Lakes fishing. Now, we got the top 5 in the Lake Michigan or the Great Lakes category in this envelope right here. Before we get to that, hey Blake, what was the biggest fish we caught on the Great Lakes this year?
Yeah, Dad, we caught some huge king salmon out of Port Washington this year. Check out what Caleb Zorn caught.
Whoa, this is a big one. This is a big one. This is a big one. I saw him come out of the water there, Caleb. That's a beautiful fish. That is a gorgeous fish. All right, buddy, just hold him, man. Wow. You don't want to force him up? Here he comes. Oh, that's a beauty. Is it a female?
It is.
Oh, nice net job back there.
Wow.
Yeah, that is awesome, Caleb. And again, this will last through October.
All the way
and,
to the end of October.
Jigging for lake trout on Lake Michigan is a ton of fun. Check out the huge one I caught. I'm the first one.
You are the first one today. Let's hope this is a big old lake trout. All right, sweetie.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go.
It's running.
This is a big fish. Now, just hold on. Take your time with him. Right, Matt?
Oh, I love it.
I do, too. Oh, look at that. Holy cow, Blake.
That is awesome. My legs are shaking.
Well, no, tell it, folks, that was literally, what, a 5-minute fight?
Yeah, that was unreal.
And the coolest thing about this, Blake, is this fishery, as long as the harbor stays open, will be good all winter long.
Yeah, this is awesome. We were just ice fishing last week.
There you go, sweetie. Look at that. Get out of the way. Let her be in there by herself. How was that fight?
Like I said, I'm still shaking.
Okay, I've got the top weekly winners in the Great Lakes category here. Brian, I'm going to throw that in there. There's steelhead in there. There's Chinook salmon. There's lake trout.
Do I need a Great Lakes stamp to pull this winner out, John?
No, you don't. But let's see who the grand prize winner is in the Great Lakes category. Okay, we have in the Great Lakes category, Earl Boyson of Woodstock, Illinois, 35-inch brown trout caught on Lake Michigan on a zip lure. Aren't those gorgeous fish?
That's a beauty.
And Earl wins. Oh, that's another wonderful prize. He likes to trout fish, and Acme Tackle does a great job on with their Castmasters, their Cleos, and everything else. He wins Acme ice fishing package, which includes Castmasters, Google Eye tungsten jigs, a $200 value. So that's a nice prize. You sell a lot of Castmasters and Cleos.
We sure do, and the brown trout love them.
One thing I love about Fleet Farm is they get very involved in the fishing and the hunting communities in the Midwest. One of the things that you guys are involved in is the Brainerd JC Ice Extravaganza, which is coming up on Gull Lake on January the 25th. This is a really cool event, isn't it?
It sure is, John, and it's unreal how many people actually participate. Depending upon the weather, they can get up to 10,000 fishermen on the lake at one time, and it's really for a good event.
Yes, and I tell you, I've been up there, and it's like a fair on the ice. They got food stands and everything else. It's a great family event. That's the Brainerd JC Ice Extravaganza, and again, that's January the 25th, and it's on Gull Lake. Gull Lake, yeah.
That's correct, yep.
We're going to move on to the walleye category, and if you have one love in your life for fishing, it's the walleye, isn't it?
It sure is, besides my wife, Lisa.
Yeah, that's true, too. But, hey, I'll tell you what, we've got some huge walleyes. The top 5 in here, the smallest is 32 inches long. But before we pick the walleye winner, you know what? Blake caught a 14-pound walleye this year. Hey, Blake, where did you catch that walleye?
Yes, Dad, and it was on Lake Erie. It was the biggest walleye I've ever seen.
Blake, you're not going to have to go to the gym tomorrow.
I know. I'm still going to.
Okay. Ooh, keep her coming, Blake.
What's your horse?
Oh my gosh,
your horse.
it's a horse! Don't lose him, Jolly! Jolly, no! Oh gosh! Oh my gosh, this Blake is an absolute monstrosity! Blake, this is
huge.
giant! Biggest walleye we've ever caught on our show, Michael.
It's going to be close to 14 there.
That is going to be a 14-pounder. Well, let's call it between 13 and 14 pounds. That's fair. And that thing is just a giant. Blake, you can fish the rest of your life and never see one like that again.
This is unreal. With some big ice chunks floating around, we caught huge walleyes on the Bay of Green Bay.
Matty B, what do you got there, Matty B, to end our day there, buddy?
I didn't think it was big at first. Oh, it's a big fish.
Oh, look at that walleye. Look at that walleye. Look at that. I got one on back here. I got one too. Where do you guys see this? Look at this. Oh, look at that walleye. Look at that. Look at that one. Get him in the net. Get him in the net. Holy cow. Look at that.
Nice.
I don't even want to end this day, even though it's getting dark out. Hey, I bet you that's 33, 34 walleyes.
At least, yeah. We've been catching them good.
Did you have fun?
Oh, I had a ball today.
Gorgeous walleyes.
Yeah, you wish you were there, don't you?
Anytime I can catch a 12-pounder, you bet.
Okay. Hey, the smallest walleye in here this year in the final category of the walleyes is 32 inches long. So, Sticky Man, if you can pull me out the winner of the walleye category in the Fleet Farm contest, look at the size of that fish. Gary Ruby of Franksville, Wisconsin, 32-inch walleye caught on Lake Erie. He was using a crawler harness. And Gary wins, oh, that's a great prize too, a Helix 5 all-season Humminbird unit. Now that is great on the ice. We use them all the time on the ice, but the cool thing is it's all season. So when ice fishing's done, it comes with another transducer. You can just put it on your boat, so you got a year-round locator.
A brand new exciting tungsten jig out by Acme Tackle this coming winter, the Google Eye Tungsten Jig. Two things I love about this jig is it has a built-in glass rattle that puts off noise and vibration that'll trigger all types of different panfish. The second unique feature about it is the glass rattle looks like a real eyeball. A lot of times when you're fishing panfish in the wintertime, they will come up on it and stay back 2, 3, 4 inches from your jig and stare at it. This is going to give it a realistic profile and seal a deal on your next ice fishing trip. Check them all out at acmetackle.com.
I switched to the Evinrude E-Tech G2 3 years ago, and I'll tell you what, the raw power in this engine just blows me away. The whole shot, even with a 21-foot fiberglass boat, gets me up on plane just like a jet engine. And even with all that torque and power, I get the best gas mileage in the industry. And listen to this, there's no oil changes, and the E-Tech G2 winterizes itself with the push of a button. There's no scheduled maintenance for the first 5 years, and Evinrude has the best customer coverage package available. The E-Tech G2 is built right here in Wisconsin. For a dealer near you, go to evinrude.com.
For 2019, Acme's expanding their Tungsten Jig series. We have a brand new hammered finish series. 3 colors, gold-plated, chrome-plated, and copper-plated. What I love about these jigs, they throw off a lot of flash. Check them all out at acmetackle.com.
Hi, Len Groom from AMSOIL here, and we're talking about new product today. We've got ATV, UTV oil change kits built by AMSOIL for a variety of Polaris ATVs and UTVs. With the growing popularity of ATVs and UTVs, this just made sense to do. It takes all of your outstanding AMSOIL products, puts them in one convenient kit. For more information, check out our website, amsoil.com, and look at the Power Sports Lookup Guide.
Before we move on to the panfish category, Brian, I want to talk a little bit about Battle on Bago that takes place in Oshkosh, Wisconsin on Menominee Park. This is a great family 2-day event, isn't it?
It sure is, John, and it brings in a lot of fishermen from a lot of different areas. And again, it's for a good cause. The money goes towards conservation and other things to help all fishermen out.
And what I like about it, like I said, it's a family deal. They have a big fish fry on Friday night. There's food on Saturday, and you can win trucks and boats and everything else. And I want to remind the folks that they can buy their tickets at
the Fleet Farm stores in Wisconsin.
And while they're there, pick up everything you need for Lake Winnebago fishing, because we have all the stuff you need, right?
We have the fishing product, and we have the hand warmers and stuff to keep you warm.
And we got some big old panfish in the finals this year. But Blake, how about that trip to North Dakota where we caught those big old perch?
Going to Devil's Lake, North Dakota is amazing. Check out these jumbo perch we caught.
And here comes another one. Oh!
Look at that, guys.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Hold that up to your daughter.
Yeah, I got. Let's see, Blake. Look at those. I mean, those are just jaboombas, aren't they?
I like that, jaboombas.
No, is that pushing a pound, Dave?
That one, this one here you just caught is probably about 1.25 pounds.
Holy cow! What's the limit?
20 per person per day, 40 in possession. And we'll see if we can get how close we get to that 20.
Can I have my 20 to take home?
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that!
And we found some jumbo bluegills fishing deep water in southeastern Wisconsin. All right.
Hey,
Dad.
the evening bite has started. The evening bite.
Look.
Oh, look at the size. Blake,
That is a chub.
that is a monster. Hold it up in front of the camera there. That is just a beautiful
Well, you know what's
fish.
interesting? I just caught at least 10 really, really small ones. And I think this big one was just, hovering in that school, and I'm glad I got it.
All right, big crappies, big bluegills, giant perch in the Panfish finals. And the winner in the Fleet Farm 2019 Panfish category is Robin Sweda of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. 18-inch crappie caught on Big Round Lake, and he was using a jig and a gulp minnow. Boy, is that a big crappie.
Yep.
All right, Robin, for her big old 18-inch crappie, wins. Ooh, she wins. This is a neat prize. You carry a lot of clam ice fishing stuff, don't you?
We sure do.
And what Clam did for the grand prize this year is they put $500 worth of assorted clam ice fishing gear into a clam bucket. That's a great prize, $500 worth of clam gear. Okay, we're gonna go to the bass category now. We got the top smallmouth and the top largemouth in here. Before we do that though, hey Blake, how about that trip to Vilas County late in the fall?
The best bass fishing we found this year was up in Vilas County.
Take your time, take your time, take your time.
Baby, jump!
I know, it's a nice fish.
Oh yeah, big one.
This is a good fish. Take your time, Blake, take your time.
Nice and easy.
Suck that up like a slinky.
Ooh, yeah, I know. Ooh, that is a beauty. Look at that fish.
Wow.
Blake, that's pushing 5 or 4.5.
Oh yeah. Look at that bait gone.
Oh, the mouths are these.
Look at that fish.
That fish is pushing 5.
That is gorgeous,
Wow, that is a beauty. Ooh.
Blake. Oh, look at this jumbo.
I just can't even.
Look at that, folks.
Wow.
I mean, this is some of the best smallmouth bass fishing I've ever had. And, of course, I love Chequamegon Bay. I love Door County. But you get on to some of these lakes up here in Vilas County like this.
Wow.
I mean, that is amazing.
And the biggest largemouth bass we caught this year was caught through the ice in Ely, Minnesota.
Tip up! Tip up! All right, whose beaver dam is that? It's the old Dax there. All right, guys. Ooh, it's moving, it's moving.
Look at that beaver dam.
Yeah, sting him, sting him.
There we go.
Whoa.
Big pike?
It feels good.
We've gotten some big pike over the years.
Oh,
Yeah, this spot especially. Okay.
Yeah, Rob and I were crappie fishing, and then all of a sudden we heard the flag pop.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh my gosh! Look at the size of that largemouth bass. Now that is a giant.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, keep them up there. That is a giant in Florida, much less northern Minnesota.
Look at that.
Matt, how big is that?
Oh, that's pushing 5 pounds. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that
a big,
is gorgeous.
thick old
And such
fish.
a pretty color on that thing too.
Yes.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
The top smallmouth and largemouth in the Fleet Farm contest this year. And the grand prize winner is Jim Butler of Burlington, Wisconsin, 24.5-inch largemouth bass caught on a western Kenosha County lake, and he was using a big roach. Boy, that's a long fish. Let's see what Jim wins for that big old bass. Ooh, this is a good prize. He wins a Jiffy E6 Lightning Auger. Now this auger is tremendous. It's the one that we use on the ice all the time, and this thing cuts like crazy. It's got those great ripper blades on it, and we have the longest lasting battery on the market. So congratulations, that's a Jiffy E6 Lightning Electric Auger. Just to be safe, I want to put in a higher capacity Johnson bilge pump.
Dad, you don't need all those tools to change a Johnson bilge pump. All you need is a higher capacity Johnson cartridge motor. It's that simple.
Hey Blake, that is really cool. I guess I won't need these. Johnson cartridge bilge pumps. The highest capacity, the easiest to maintain, and the easiest to install. Johnson Pump, our choice for safety and reliability.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
You know, every year we go with Christian Leitner, the basketball player, to Lake of the Woods to do muskie fishing in October. We caught 11 fish in 2 days.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, hey Blake, what was the biggest?
The muskie guru, Pete Mena, caught the biggest one this year on Lake of the Woods using a sucker.
Okay, Peter. Yeah, nicely done, Pete. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done, buddy. All right, all right. Leitner, get that net. I'm not allowed to net fish anymore. Good job there, Peter. Whoa, look at that. That is a giant, Pete.
Wow.
Oh, get him in that net. Get him in that net. Nicely done. I'll tell you what, that is an awesome big fish, buddy.
That is a beautiful.
Yeah, I'm saying 48. Yeah, that's a nice big. And then Blake, do the tummy deal, Blake. There you go.
I love jigging big rubber while muskie fishing.
Way to go, Blake. Good hook set, Blake. Good hook set, Blake. Good hook set. Good hook set, Blake. All right, way to go, Blake. Or keep a tight line on him. Keep a tight line on him, Blake. Oh, way to go, Blake.
What is that?
I don't know what it is. We got to see here. I don't know. What do you think, Pete? What do you think? Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Girl. All right, that is a gorgeous, beautiful muskie.
Awesome,
that's a 45, actually. Yeah. And with a nice fall build.
And let's see who wins the muskie category. And the winner is Jeff Hines of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Brian, look at the size of that fish. 55-inch muskie caught on the Bay of Green Bay on a number 7 flicker shad. That's a walleye bait, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a really big fish for us with a small bait like that.
And Jeff, for the big old muskie, wins. Oh, he wins a $500 clam ice assortment. As we mentioned before, Clam is so generous to take part in this contest. $500 surprise ice fishing gear bucket. And if I know Clam, they're going to load that up with some really cool equipment. One of my favorite categories of the year is the other category. Now that contains like sturgeon, carp, suckers, eel pout, sheep's head. So I'm going to put all those finalists in the other category into the old bucket here, Brian, and you can pick out the winner in the other category. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we got for the winner of the other category. Holy cow, look at the size of that sturgeon. That was caught on hook and line on the Rainy River, which is really good sturgeon fishing in the spring. That was 69 inches long with a 29-inch girth. I don't know who's holding who there, do you?
Yeah, I'd like to see a picture of his landing.
Yeah, that was caught by Edward Stebley, Bowabic, Minnesota. Boy, is that a big old fish. Oh, that's a nice prize. Beaver Dam ice fishing package valued at $250. And when you talk about Beaver Dam tip-ups, I mean, that goes back to when I was a kid. Those are some of the best tip-ups made, aren't they?
They sure are, and they've got a new lighted one this year that's been doing real well.
And my dad caught the biggest other fish this year. It was a big old fat carp.
I don't know what this is, man. I hope it's not a carp.
I see some head shakes.
Yeah, I do too. Wait till you folks see the size of, whoa, this is a, whoa, it's a giant carp. Look at the size of that big jolly. Holy cow! That's my big rough fish of the year. That's going to be on the highlight show this year, Jolly. He ate that bait too, didn't he, Jolly?
He
actually ate that bait, and
I've had carp eat those ripping wraps, especially in cold water.
Look at the size of that. Now you want to talk about a tummy, huh?
That's a fatty.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
This Christmas, Fleet Farm has every gift for every list. Don't miss the biggest last-minute deals on everything your loved ones are big into. Like for the person who's big into ice fishing, get a Markham M1 flasher system for just $299.99. Or for that special someone who's big into staying warm, a portable buddy heater is only $69.99. So hurry in for these red-hot deals on last-minute gifts. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
At Jiffy, we pride ourselves at being #1 in developing the best propane drills on the ice. Patented proven performance is Jiffy's vision for the future, and from where we stand, the future looks pretty darn sweet. Jiffy, we put the world on ice.
Hey, we're going to do 2 $100 gift cards for all the kids winners. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what we got here. First kid winner is Madison Bargain Quest of Kaukauna. She caught this 21-inch bass on a Washara County lake. She was using a golden shiner. She gets a $100 shopping spree at Fleet Farm. Okay, let's pick out another winner. And the second winner in the kids category is beautiful crappie. And that was caught by Parker Lehman of Lake Bluff, Illinois, 12-inch crappie caught on Lake Miniere on a gulp minnow. Beautiful job, Parker. You get a $100 gift certificate to come and shop at Fleet Farm. Want to thank you and Fleet Farm for everything you've done for us over the years. You are the premier sporting goods store in the Midwest.
Well, thank you, John, and I want to take this opportunity to thank our customers as well.
And Merry Christmas to everybody,
Merry
right?
Christmas and
yeah.
Happy New Year.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. This is me, everything done, yeah. Ding, 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 ding.